Afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our Black Friday week. So we're going to start off on a Monday with some of the hot items that we released today and yesterday. So some people have already jumped on the one from yesterday. They are flying out very, very fast. And the one today is one of the smaller platforms. So we'll start with that one and then go on to the bigger one that's in front of it. So the first item we are going to look at today is the USP9. So yes, so this is one of the officially licensed HK platforms. Very, very cool. There's plenty of variants out there when it comes to the HK pistol platform, but this is the USP 9mm. If you are looking at one of these, please be aware we've had a couple of people ask the question already to our customer service team, but there is a USP 9 and a USP 45. The mags for these are completely different and do not are not compatible between each one. So if you get the 9, you need the 9 mags. If you get the 45, you need the 45 mags. So just be aware of that and don't mix the mags up. So we'll go through this. If you have any questions on this at all, please drop them down below and we'll try and answer you as quickly as possible. So the first thing you will note, it is a flush-fronted platform, so there are no threads on this one whatsoever. So unfortunately, no sneaky beaky or tactical or stealthiness getting attached to the front of it. It's unfortunate, but again, the H&K line is what I believe is primarily for people who just want a very, very reliable, functional platform out the box. You're not really looking to do anything to it. You just want to have this on your hip, draw it, use it, and it's good to go. So, coming to the top, we have standard sort of front iron sights, rear iron sights, and these are the dot-style iron sights. So there's a little white dot and 2 white dots at the back. Again, it's just there are very, very different types of iron sights out there. So if you get on with these, they are really, really good. You just get the 3 dots lined up. And again, the dots themselves, this is what you want to be focusing on. Rather than the target roll, this is what you want in your eye focus. The target can be slightly blurry, but this is what you want to be pointing at, what you want that BV to hit. So we also have the Umrex style rail system. So it's not a standard 20mm. You will need an adapter if you're wanting to put standard torch systems on here. But apart from that, it is very similar to like the 45. Obviously, it's just slightly. It's not going to fit every accessory that is readily available. I know a lot of people do 3D printing and things like that to get things. If not, you will have to get an adapter on here to fit standard 20mm parts on there. But there are Umrex sort of LAM units and things like that. And again, because it is going for that 1-to-1 accuracy, they weren't going to change this and put a 20mm on it for Airsoft. It's just going to be as it is on its real steel counterpart. Reaper, is she lightweight? Relatively, yes. It is quite a big platform for a pistol. Most of the weight is actually in the pistol. The pistols are very, very heavy. They are very, very well made. So that's where most of the weight is. So once this is in, it does have a comfortable weight to it. You don't want something too light that you can't really handle and control. So it does have a very comfortable weight to it. The trigger guard itself is oversized, so if you are wearing gloves or anything like that, especially now it's coming to winter and everything, if you are out there playing, it's just an added bonus that you're not going to foul up or hook on your trigger with gloves or anything like that. Mag release is on both sides, so it is an ambidextrous mag release. Pressing down will release the mag, and then clicking it back in. It's exactly the same on the other side. We do have the polymer entire lower on here. And again, you do have some parts for lanyards and things on the bottom. So coming back to the top, we do have a metal slide, metal barrel, and again, all the markings on here, very similar to the 45, but again, this has the 9mm markings, it's got the HK markings, and the serrations at the back. Very, very cool. It is obviously slightly slimmer than the 45, so again, it's just something you want on your hip, draw it, use it, put it away, and reliability. So you know that if you're going to pull this out and put a BB down range, it's going to be it's going to get there at a very rapid rate of knots. These things are really, really cool. The serrations on the back just helping throw that first round in here. And again, it is a 2-stage trigger. So the safety is on the left-hand side, With that in safe, it is locked in place. If this was racked, I could then pull it all the way down and it would simply drop the hammer forward. Pulling the trigger will reset it and you are good to go. The slide lock on the left-hand side, and again, it's purely designed for someone that wants something on the hip, needing a sidearm, but not really wanting to put too much into it. It is purely a workhorse and an out-the-box tool that is going to be very, very good. Are you guys going to be adding more things to Black Friday? Yes. Hot items like this one was added today. The next one that I'll speak of was added yesterday. There will be more items added every single day, so make sure you come back and check it out. So, coming to the magazine. Oh, it's like I knew it was coming. Paul Eastwood, is there a CO2 magazine available as well? So currently, we don't have any CO2 mags. They are green gas. And again, I don't think there's too much Umrex stuff that is CO2 focused. And again, yes, we're going into winter, so you need to be looking at, some people like to look for CO2 platforms. But again, these are extremely well constructed, very, very reliable, and even in winter months are going to function really, really nicely. So again, as I was saying earlier, it is a HK USP 9 magazine. The 45, they are not compatible with each other. They are different mags, slightly different sizes. They don't even fit in, I don't think. So again, you have the router to pull it all the way down, and you can fill from the front. You don't have to fill from the top and risk damaging your feed lips. So this is today's hot item on Black Friday, and it is the USP 9. So next, we will hit yesterday's Black Friday hot item, and it is the SSG. So here it is. It's hotly contested. It is the Marmite gun. You either love it or you hate it. If you're after one, now is the time. Every single colour is available. So I've just brought out the black one. So yeah, if you want one, you're going to want one. If you're not, this video is probably a little bit wasted on you. I could try as much as I want to try and convince you that these are good, but if you don't like that look, it's completely not for you, and that's totally fine. Airsoft is play it how you want to, and if you want one of these, yeah, you are going to enjoy them. They are very, very good. Some people might not like the look of them, but these things do perform, and they are really, really cool for the style of gameplay. So again, we have covered these before, so I will touch on some of its features. Anything you want to know, just ask, and I'll make sure I can get to it as quickly as I can. So very, very different to all the other platforms that we normally start with. Again, there's no thread on here specifically. It is just a giant muzzle device on there. And the rail systems are actually on the muzzle system itself. So normally, speedsofters and people that aren't really wanting to run sights or anything like that, it's a really good place to put your WML torch, put an NX torch or something like that you can activate with your thumb. So again, that fast, aggressive play, rather than having an optic, a laser, or anything like that, you're just putting the light where you want the BBs to go and then aim off slightly. Rate of fire, accuracy by volume, it's one of them. Again, a lot of people sort of shun that style of play, thinking it's too aggressive and all that. If you speak to the people that play like that, learn how they play, and play them at their own game. They are going to still play, and it is a style of gameplay. So if you learn with them and learn how they play, you can beat them. It's not difficult. You've just got to adapt. So if there's a new enemy on the pitch, just work out how to beat them at their own game, as it were. So again, the outer barrel system has no rails or anything like that. As normal, there's not really accessories thrown here apart from maybe a torch on the front. Apart from that, it's purely down to keep this thing as light as possible. So we do have an aluminium outer barrel sheath, and then we come onto the polymer receiver. So we do have 20mm on the top. Again, some people do like to run little doctor sights or anything like that. And then on the back here, we do have the butterfly style charging handle. Controls, mostly ambidextrous. The mag release and the fire control aren't, but oh no, the mag release is, sorry, so it's just the fire control. The bolt release is just the bolt release. It doesn't really do anything. So the dropping the mag out, you will notice some differences with it. Again, Speed stuff, counting rounds, making sure you have plenty of BBs on you at all times, not going into a rush or clearing a lane with lacking BBs in your mag. It is transparent and it gives you little markings to give you an idea of how many you have left. So you can give a quick look if you've got enough. If not, you can do a little admin change. The feed at the top there is to make sure you get every single BB out of it. And again, we reiterate every time we talk about G&G mags. With this, make sure if you are going to put in an empty mag, make sure the follower is reset. If you try putting the follower in with it out, you risk snapping it, and it's just one of them. So make sure it either has BBs in it or you have reset the follower. Obviously, the trigger is one thing. Has she got an electric trigger? Yes. So this is a G&G platform, so it does have a micro switch and an electric style trigger. You do have the MOSFET in the back as well. So you can just about, you won't be able to hear it because it is a silent switch, but instead of it being 2 contacts, it is actually a micro switch button in there, allowing to bounce and get them sort of rapid follow-up shots off. Again, with it being the G&G, the MOSFET system in here, you can change your full auto to 3-round burst, has all them features as normal. It is basically just a furniture style change and a trigger change. So comparing this and saying this doesn't fit, all it is having something like a different rail on it and a different stock. It's just a gameplay style, so it's one of them. Mag release, we do have another one on the left-hand side. And again, as I was saying, the fire control is just on the left. The stock, again, standard 6-position stock on the tube, but the little Allen key here, you can undo this, adjust this to a angle that you want. And again, with that, getting your eyes down the platform of the gun rather than having a dot or something like that on it, you are simply looking down the trajectory of where the BBs are and aiming off. So also the hop in here is a standard G&G one, so rotary, and I think these are coming out about 310, 320 FPS. So again, really, really cool. And again, if you're after one, now is definitely the time. Assuming M4 mags are compatible? Yes. So any standard M4 mags are totally compatible. It's just the one that comes with it has the extended follower and is transparent. So any standard M4 style mag will drop in this. If you wanted to run drum mags, you're going to add weight and everything like that. But again, if you're just wanting that ammunition capacity, any of your high caps, mega mags, drum mags, electric winding mags, they'll all just drop straight into it. Totally fine. So slightly quick video. We just want to get these out, show a couple of features, and show what is currently on the Black Friday hot items. We've got another question. Will you be showing any smaller items for Black Friday, like flashlights, tactical quake grenades, etc.? We don't do quake grenades, unfortunately. So what we are going to plan to do this week is any item that we release as a hot item is going to be on the live streams on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Apart from that, everything is on the main Black Friday landing page. So keep your eye on it, and new things might arrive at any time. But yeah, it's going to be an exciting week. There's loads of really cool stuff coming. We're very, very excited. So keep your eye on the page. But again, if you're wanting one, grab it quick because they're going to fly. So that's everything for today. We will be back at 4 p.m. for another Black Friday stream. We'll be covering what is tomorrow. So tomorrow is a new hot item and Wednesday is a new hot item. We will be covering details, features. So if you do see it land and you're curious about it, join us then and we'll have a little chat about it. But until then, I'll see you in a bit. Bye.